Hundreds of M113 armored vehicles sent to Ukraine seem to symbolize new hope for Ukrainian forces in facing the Russian assault. However, did that hope truly materialize? When these vehicles entered the battlefield, the results were not always as expected. The prowess of the M113 and other Western technologies is now being tested directly in this fierce combat zone. But what is seen at the front lines is far from what was imagined. These armored vehicles often become easy targets for Russian forces. Along the front lines, it is not uncommon for M113s to explode, catch fire, and emit clouds of smoke that hang in the air, obscuring the view of soldiers still holding their positions. The M113, which was supposed to be a tough combat vehicle, has instead become the subject of discussion due to its weaknesses. Russian forces, with precision and accuracy in their attacks, have been able to destroy these vehicles in relatively short periods of time. Many are left wondering whether the delivery of M113s will ultimately lead to a more painful defeat. Amid reports of M113 destruction, the Russian Ministry of Defense has not hesitated to share its successes. They informed the world that airborne troops from Ussurisk had found an M113 they managed to capture in the Koronevo district in the Kursk region. The vehicle clearly showed significant signs. There was a Red Cross symbol on the side, indicating that the M113 was used by a medical unit. But in reality, the vehicle was used for combat missions. It served as an infantry transport to the front lines and for personnel rotations. Inside, ammunition, assault rifles, machine guns, and grenade launchers were found. Complete weaponry to support combat missions in such a brutal environment. The captured M113 was then evacuated to the rear by Russian forces. The evacuation process was not easy and required careful planning and preparation. The entire area around the vehicle was first inspected by Russian technicians to ensure the safety of the personnel who would be evacuating it. This preparation took up to a week, especially to clear the mines scattered along the route to the location. Once everything was ready, the M113 was transported to a repair unit. There, technicians would examine and analyze the damage. The M113 suffered light damage to its left gearbox, caused by a landmine explosion that caused the vehicle to lose its track. Several crew members were killed in the explosion, while others had to flee, abandoning the damaged combat vehicle. So, what will happen to the M113 after it's repaired? You might guess how this US-made armored vehicle will be used by Russian forces after the repairs. However, to this day, no final decision has been made regarding whether the vehicle will return to the battlefield or be kept as a propaganda tool to demonstrate Russia's strength. Clearly, the story of the M113 is just one of many examples of how advanced technology and military vehicles do not always guarantee success on the battlefield. Let's look at other stories of the M113 in the near future. On the eastern outskirts of the village of Dakhnoye, heading toward Kurakovo, a tense atmosphere envelops the area. Fighters from the 5th Brigade are resolutely launching an attack that results in a massive fire on an M113 armored vehicle. The flames blaze intensely, consuming the entire vehicle, signaling its complete destruction. Thick black smoke rises high into the air, leaving behind an undeniable trace of defeat. Far away in the Kharkov region, similar reports come from the Zapad Forces Group. They too have successfully destroyed another M113 APC, a victory that shakes the battlefield once again. Where did these vehicles come from? The answer often points to shipments from America. The question is, how many of those sent by America remain? The M113, along with other Western armored vehicles, is now experiencing firsthand how vulnerable they are against modern threats. Mines and advanced FPVs have tested the durability of these armored vehicles, even rendering the toughest ones, such as the Abrams tank, unable to demonstrate significant strength on the battlefield. The latest reports from the Russian military reveal that they managed to capture an American-made M1A1 Abrams tank from Ukrainian forces. The tank, which was previously in combat-ready condition, is now under Russian control, covered with a tarp, with only the barrel visible. Its condition remains mysterious, but media reports indicate it was attacked before being secured. However, it is not just battlefield victories that are in the spotlight. The captured tank, Abrams, is now en route to the renowned tank production factory in Nizhny Tagil, Uralvagonzavod, for reverse engineering purposes. Here, Russian engineers will study the modern components of the Abrams, delving deeper into the systems and technologies used in Western tanks. This knowledge will be applied to strengthen Russian-made tanks like the T-72, T-80, T-90, and T-14 Armata. Not only Abrams and Leopard tanks, but armored vehicles like the M113 have long been attractive targets for Russia. With the victories already achieved and the knowledge gained from the captured vehicles, Russia now has the means to neutralize these vehicles, as seen in the incident above. This success further clarifies that although the M113 was once considered a symbol of strength for the West and Ukraine, in reality, it too is not immune to destruction, as can now be witnessed worldwide. So, all those hundreds of vehicles are in vain, aren't they? Leave your thoughts and thanks for watching.